Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel #random information. Answer for every valid question. For today's discussion, let us go through the module 3 symmetrical components. Since we know that there are in the power system we have two types of faults, symmetrical fault and unsymmetrical faults. Symmetrical faults we already dealt in module 2 and unsymmetrical faults we will going to deal in the module 4. Okay. Now what is this symmetrical components exactly? Here is the definition of symmetrical components. I will give them what exactly mean symmetrical components. Since symmetrical faults is easier to find because in three lines RYB there will be equal current flow. Okay, this is symmetrical faults. In unsymmetrical fault there will be unequal current flow, that is IR is different, IY IB are very different currents. Okay, these unsymmetrical faults is very difficult to find, that is analysis will become difficult. Therefore we will divide these into three balanced sets, that is three balanced set of phasors. It may be current or voltage phasors. These three balanced set phasors is called as symmetrical components. Indirectly the symmetrical components is analysis which helps to find the unsymmetrical faults in the power system. Okay, now just brief for the knowledge purpose. Now let us see about classification of unsymmetrical faults. They're basically shunt and series, and these are the three types in shunt. Shunt produces abnormal current and series produces abnormal voltage. There is two types in series fault. We'll go bit we will see this complete types analysis in the unsymmetrical fault, that is module 4. Okay, for the knowledge purpose, that is three-phase fault occurs. Three-phase faults, that is line to line faults, that is 5% of frequency of occurrence, that is most commonly very rarely occurrence. Okay, 5% only. That means for the knowledge purpose, the three-phase fault, that is line to line current, that is 5% of frequency of occurrence. There is a 5% of chances of occurrence, but these most devices get effects. But most of the faults are line to ground fault, that is 70% of occurrence, but less devices get affected. Okay, this is all about the introduction topic of symmetrical components. Now let us go to the all theory topics what we deal in the symmetrical components. There are many derivations we need to concentrate. These are module will give a score, give a score in derivations only, so therefore concentrate on derivations. I'll just deal with the theory parts. What are else the important points I will discuss. Let us start. Symmetrical component transformation, that is symmetrical components are set as our module name, symmetrical component transformation. Okay, in symmetrical component I'll just overview. There is a matter here, you can read this. I will highlight the important points. Since I said that symmetrical components means three balanced set of voltage phases, that is the three set of that this from this module in the three modules, these are the important components, that is points we need to remember, that is positive sequence components, negative sequence components, zero sequence components. This positive sequence components is nothing but remember this, one suffix indicates positive sequence and two suffix indicates negative sequence, zero suffix indicates zero sequence components. Okay, for positive sequence components there will be three vectors, that is VA, VB, VC, one suffix for balanced, and this sequence will be ABC. Okay, ABC. For the sequence we need to come in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, this is 120-degree apart. In the negative sequence components, this we call as a reference vector. Okay, VA1 is called as reference vector, and here in the negative sequence components we draw a horizontal in this vertical, and this is horizontal reference vector VA2, that is two suffix indicates negative sequence, right? VA, VB, VCB. Okay, for this positive sequence components, ABC is the sequence. For the negative sequence components, ACB is the sequence. Please do remember. Okay, this is ABC, this is ACB. Next, and zero sequence components vectors will be like this, either horizontal or we show in the diagonal shape. For these all operations we use a operator called alpha, that is used to indicate the phase displacement. That is, this is 120 degree apart, right? Therefore we make use of alpha, that is alpha. Please do remember, this is very important. Alpha operator, alpha is equal to 1 angle 120 degree. Alpha means 120 degree, alpha square means square of that, that is 2 times 240 degree. This is also equal to minus 120 degree, remember this. And alpha cube is equal to 1 angle 360 degree or 0 degree, or we can just as alpha cube is equal to 1. And alpha square of complex is equal to alpha. This is also one of the important property of alpha. And sum of 1 plus sum of these 1 plus alpha square is equal to 0. Considering these alpha complex operator alpha, let us write for the positive sequence components. That is, from this vector diagram, that is VA1 is equal to VA1, because there is no phase difference. Alpha indicates phase difference, right? There is no phase difference, therefore VA1 is equal to VA1. Okay, and now VB1. For VB1, please do remember, for sequence we come anti-clockwise direction, ABC. For sequence ABC anti-clockwise direction. For the angle reference, that is phase difference, angle reference, we come in clockwise direction. Okay, from VA clockwise direction, this is 120 degree 120 degree, total 240 degree. VB1 is a 240 degree apart of VA1, therefore 240 degrees alpha square, right? Therefore VB is equal to alpha square times of VA1. Similarly VC1 is just 120 degree apart of VA1, therefore VC1 is equal to alpha is 120 degree, right? Alpha into VA1. Similarly for negative sequence components, see here, now for negative sequence components VA2, okay, this is a sequence A C B, right? Okay, VA2 is equal to VA2 because there is no phase difference. VA2 is equal to VA2. For VB2, I said that this is the reference phasor, means we are finding angle right now. VB2 is 120 degree apart, right? 120 degree means alpha, so therefore VB2 is equal to alpha times of VA2. Similarly for VC2 is for anti-clockwise direction from the reference vector, 120 degree 120 degree 240 degree, that is alpha times of VA2. VC2 is equal to, okay, for zero sequence components there is no phase difference, that is there is no phase shift in these vectors, 3 vectors, they are separately, right? Therefore zero displacement generally, that is for zero sequence components, VA0 is equal to just VA0, VB0 is equal to VA0, or VC0 is equal to VA0. According to the Fortescue theorem, we generally represent these all equations. We represent this, and remember VA1, VA, VB, VC. Just remember VA, VB, VC are the unbalanced voltages. Please do remember. I will give the notes of these important key points at the end. VA, VB, VC, single suffix. VA, VB, VC are the unbalanced, and wherever you find VA1 or VA2 or VA0, these all are called symmetrical components. Okay, symmetrical component. This is positive, this is negative, and this is zero sequence. Okay, unbalanced VA, VB, VC is equal to these are the sum of, okay, VA1 and VA2, VA0, sum of positive and negative zero sequence components starting, and VB1, VB2, VB0. Okay, for VC, VC1, VC2, VC0, this all. Okay, now combining these all unbalanced, we'll draw a vector diagram. The vector diagram, okay, first draw positive sequence, exactly reflection of this VA1, VB1, VC1. Similarly VA1, VB1, VC1, and now see here VA2, VC2. VA2 is horizontal, right? Therefore from VA1, VA2 is same reference vector, right? Same, these both are same. Therefore VA2 is horizontal. I drawn VA2. And VB2, how is VB2? VB2 like this, right? Just copy this image like this, VB2. And similarly VC2 downward, right? VC2 is like this, just copy of this, draw this VC2. And all these, consider this as diagonal only. For zero sequence components, this is diagonal, this is parallel, and this is also diagonal. These three vectors must be same, parallel to each other. Okay, now joining these all points will get VA, VB, VC. These all are the unsymmetric, these all are the symmetrical components, set of symmetrical components, and VA, VB, VC are the unsymmetrical components. Okay, unsymmetrical components VA, VB voltages are VA, VB, VC. By this we can find unsymmetrical faults. Okay, this is unsymmetrical voltages VA, VB, VC, and VA1, VA2, VAB not, and this is equal to VB1. VB1 we already wrote this. VB1 is equal to alpha times of VA1. Just replacing these all things, we get this is very important, right? Unbalanced voltages in terms of symmetrical components. This is the equation. VA is equal to VA1 plus VA2 plus VA not. Okay, and VB is equal to alpha square times. First you remember this alpha square. Okay, for VA we don't get nothing. For VB, first we initially get alpha square, alpha nothing, and this is reverse case, alpha square. Okay, just remember for VB only we will get alpha square initially, VA we don't get, and VC reverse case of VB, that is alpha. Okay, done with this. And now here VA, VB, VC we called as original phases, and VA1, VB1, VC1 are called reference phasors. Next theory topic is phase shift in a star delta transformer. In star delta transformer there will be only positive sequence and negative sequence voltages, and from this theory from this theory topic, and the overall conclusion is the primary leads or lags by 30 degree to the secondary side. Okay, this is an important point we need to keep. And this also remember, A, B, C are represented in primary windings. For primary windings, small ABC is for secondary windings, and similarly capital ABC is for line voltages or line currents. Capital means line or primary, ABC means secondary, or we also call it for phase, we use for phase. The next topic is a sequence impedance and sequence network of power system. This is a theory part. These sequence impedances and networks for synchronous machine, these are all the theory part, and there is just a theory part, don't need an extra information. Now sequence impedances of transmission lines we have already dealt, and last theory part is sequence impedance and networks of transformers. In this transformers only zero sequence networks of transformers will be present. Okay, I'll just overview at final. We start with the sequence impedance and networks. Sequence impedance and networks of synchronous machines. In synchronous machines, please do remember sequence networks are very important. For synchronous machine there is only positive and negative components, there not exist zero sequence. For again we come to the transmission lines. For transmission lines three symmetrical components will exist, positive, negative, and zero, but zero impedances will be very high. Okay, zero sequence components will be very high. And will coming to the transformers. For transformers only zero sequence networks are very important. For sequence impedance and networks of transformer, only zero sequence components will present, right? Therefore I'll just overview. This is ungrounded star, there is no ground to it, and this is grounded star. For ungrounded star, if there is no connection between the neutral and this is ground, okay, neutral and ground, there will be no current flow. That is IA zero sequence components, IA not, IC not, IB 0 not, this will be zero. Okay, from the when neutral connection is there for star, there will be a current flow, and in delta there is no zero sequence. Okay, no zero sequence, only for grounding is there. From this knowledge, let us see. For star there is no neutral connection, star only star. For neutral connection there will be a grounded like this, only star. This is star, this is neutral grounded. For this this is primary, this is secondary. For star there is no neutral connection, there is a neutral connection here, therefore impedance will exist. Okay, There is no neutral connection. This is reference line, this is negative line drawn above, and this is positive thing, this is H and this is LV side. Okay, H, this is primary side. There is no neutral connection, therefore impedances will be 0 and current will be 0. Okay, therefore we'll just draw, and there is a disconnection between them. Since there is no current flow from this primary to secondary, therefore there is a neutral connection. Just we draw an impedance Z0. In case 2, we have a two star connections, that is with a neutral. Therefore there exists a complete current flow from primary to secondary. Therefore Z0 will occurs and current will flow. This is reference bus. For star to delta, this is a star type of connection with a neutral, and this is delta connection. Delta connection, 0 sequence components will be absent. Okay, therefore there is no current flow from secondary side to some primary side. Therefore there is only neutral connection. Therefore we connect this to reference bus. And here this is a star connection and delta connection. There is no neutral connection. Therefore we'll disconnect these two. No connection between them, and only the impedance will write with the impedance. Finally, for delta connections, HV from LV side, there is no connection between these two, and Z0 impedance will connected to the reference bus. This completes the theory part of this model. Let us deal with the derivations in the later videos. Hope you understood the way of my teaching. If you like the video, please do share and subscribe my channel. Give me a support. Thank you for watching.